Okay. So, how are you guys doing? So, this is the daily stand-up of today. So, we're on the third day of the training. So, let's just share our stand-up, our update, and what we're doing, what we were doing, what if there's any change that we've done until now, and if there's some question or confusion about everything, about the tutorial, about the training, about the document, the challenge, and also about the gradings. So you can raise every point that you feel that you think that needs to be raised. So yeah, since like most of you guys, we communicate with the in Slack in our team, so I know that there are lots of topics that needs to be raised or that you guys want to raise somehow. So who wants to go first? There are 17 people here. Let's hope for at least 10 people will share us their stand up. Who would need to start first? So, or we can just see, like, we can just talk about the challenge also, since you guys are working on the insurance analytics challenge for this week, and how is it going technically? Like, have you understand what statistical analysis? Yes, the concept behind it, what the challenge is demanding from you, which part is challenging to understand, and which one is easy, or are you guys familiar with this kind of concepts before? If there's anything that you want to do, let's start from, I guess, Barakat alone. Barakat, can you hear my voice? If not, also you can
Yes, yeah, I can
say,
hear.
can we start from you? How is it? How is the challenge going? How is, from any perspective, if there's any idea or if there's anything that you want to share, then you can go.
Okay, yeah, overall, it's been good, but we have been receiving so many information at once, so it's a bit challenging sometimes, but I'm just trying to read and I'm trying to just to catch up with all those information. So I think I'm doing good, but I think it takes time to just to understand everything.
Mm. Okay, very nice. So, what type of informations? What do you mean by lots of informations are being shared? Like inside the challenge documents? Are you referring like the document
N-
massive?
Not only in the challenge document, but overall, there are so many things we have to complete. So even in the last week, we got introduced with unit test. So we have to integrate this unit test in this week's project. And also this insurance analysis is a bit complicated compared to the previous week. So, there are lots and lots of information added every week. So it's been nice, but we need to have time to, uh,
Analyze.
yeah, to analyze everything. Yes.
Yeah, I got you. I got your point, Barakat. So, like, what my suggestion will be like, since this is the third week, so there might be, everything that you're going to be introduced might be new. So while the weeks go, like on week 5, week 6, you're going to get familiar with all the concepts and with all the key terms. So, uh, of course, there are going to be new projects every week, as you guys are already aware, but there after on or going on like week 5, week 6 and things, the terms are not going to be new anymore. Whatever the project and whatever the business objective is going to be for that week, like the concept of machine learning, the concept of evaluation, the concept of prediction, unit testing, and the EDA. There are lots of things that you're going to keep doing each week, even if it is for a new project and new business objective. So there are lots of things that you need to keep week by week. So it is not going to be hard, and it is not going to be massive information after the 5th or the 6 weeks. That is what I feel. But actually, not only what I feel, that is what we left. So yeah, I since it's the one of the first weeks, it might be somehow uh, heavy to take, but I'm very sure that you guys are going to adapt to it. Very nice perspective, Barakat. Thank you for sharing. And also, of course, if you need any type of help, any type of, we can do some part of the work for you. So like you can just contact us. Don't forget to. So like lots of students or lots of trainees are DMing us and we're in touch. So those of you who are not gaming or if you are not, telling us you're not collaborating with us for any type of questions and um, any type of thing or communication, you need to catch up. So it would be really nice to catch up with us for any type of things. So yeah, keep going.
Sure. Thank you.
In the comment section, since I Salaman, good afternoon. I've been researching and reading about this with stuff since it's different from the others, but definitely excited to do my first ML and modeling project. Yeah, we're excited to see you guys do your first ML project too. Maybe it is not your first project for some of you, and it is your first time doing ML projects for some of you. So like it would be nice since I would literally recommend you not to stress about like to do the perfect. Like yeah, of course you need to try to do the perfect project if you can, but you should not stress yourself. So what we expect from you is like have you seen everything or like the major things that we are recommending on the challenge document? Are you trying to implement them? So we're not requiring a precision or a perfection from your submission since it's the first time from the first week that is working on maybe modeling. So also the first tutorials are being given in Kifiya. So we might not stress you to it's not really enough to get the perfect type of models, the perfect type of prediction and things, but try to grab all the concepts. Try to go through like what is mentioned in there. Try to go through them because the projects afterward, most of them actually, if not all, most of the projects that are coming will have this machine learning model. So you would be perfect. So I believe on that. So don't stress yourself. And thank you for sharing insights. Now, old high team yesterday, Keruk promised to provide us with the folder structure script. I will contact Keruk for that with folder structure script. Yes. But maybe not, or if you can make it clear is that for the repo? Is that for the repository structure?
Yeah, yes. Yesterday we were talking about the folder structure, and it was time taking. So he just mentioned that he will give us the script, so we can run it and we can get the folder structure.
Okay. But yeah, there's this great project. Maybe this is exactly what Fantana might have shared. There is some message that is some script that is shared on Slack. If that is the case, maybe you can check it. Have you checked the link that not? I mean, the Fantana not shared here.
No, I didn't check it, but I will check it. Thank you.
Yeah, check it. You're welcome. Thank you, Fantana, for sharing the link too. Maybe going on, like you can also share your stand up with the. It would be plus for the link, Fantana. Can you speak? Fantana Amara, if you can speak, I would appreciate it if you can write here also. So, thank you. Who will go next? Raul? Raul, the listener?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. I am doing task one right now, but I am having a hard time pushing to GitHub. This problem has come to me several times, but I'm trying to debug this thing right now. But I have done task one, and I'm moving to task two.
Okay. Thank you, Raul. Have you tried to contact any
No, actually, I tried it myself to debug it. But I think I'm just finishing now. Will
So,
be done.
yeah, continue.
I
You can
haven't
go.
contacted anyone.
Okay, so like I was asking this because now since we're in X3, and of course there might be any type of problem, any type of issues are expected. But if we are going to waste our time on like pushing and setting up GitHub and things like that, we might be. Maybe you can mute fraud hearing my voice.
I'm hearing you. Okay. Okay. I'll try to contact.
My point is that I'm sorry, I've muted you. So my point is, so like if we are going to have a problem on like setting up GitHub and pushing and creating branch and these types of things, we might have a problem of doing the other tasks, or we might not have that much time to do the other tasks. So we need to figure it out as fast as possible. So maybe you can
Thank
reach
you
me,
very much.
you can write me on
Okay.
Slack after the session.
Okay, I will contact you. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Meanwhile, with the deficit is taking so much resource, so I decided to do the idea on Kaggle, backloading the deficit on Kaggle. Did I miss anything on this resources cost to run? You have not missed anything. Like, do you guys face this type of problem because of the data? So it is a good option to use Kaggle for the EDA if the data is consuming the resource. Resource in this case is from for example, it's not typically RAM. It is RAM on if you're working on locally, so you can use Colab, so you can use Google Colabs RAM, and also if it is Kaggle, you're using another RAM. So yeah, you have not missed anything. But you can also check for those of you who are having a problem in resource. You can also check for Colab first, and you can go to Kaggle if you guys are facing the same problem still on Colab. So I mean, like you're doing it on Kaggle, there's a research or a RAM problem, a RAM issue. So I think you didn't miss anything. Exactly. Okay, Abel, who would like to go? Sasha Garamasu, can you speak? Shagar, if you can speak, or you can just write us. It's okay. Maybe you can share us your stand-up on the call message. Meanwhile, Makdas, can you share us your stand-up? Makdas, if you're available, then it would be nice to hear from you. It would be nice to hear from any girl. If there's anyone from the girls who would like to share their stand-up, I would be very, very glad, because we haven't heard from you. Makdas, can you speak? If not, also you can write us on the call message that you can speak and your stand-up. So Zarufa A, on my side, all the past weeks have helped me understand the real world better, and the projects have been amazing. By week 3, I had already submitted the interim report, and now working on the final hypothesis testing and modeling goals. Very glad to hear from you, Zarufa. Very nice. So if there's any question and problem, try to reach. Don't forget to reach us. And good. So, okay, then maybe Ramadan. Ramadan, can you speak? It's Ramadan's AI note taker. Where is Ramadan itself? Ramadan, are you there? Ramadan AI note taker is all be there. Maybe Oliad. Oliad, can you speak? Oliad, are you there? Yes, Oliad is there. I guess he can speak. Okay. Nanica, sorry, I can't speak. I already finished task 1 and started task 2. Very nice. Glad. So maybe something that I want to mention. Yeah, good luck, Nanica, and thank you for sharing. No, Ramadan is not an academic. It's just we don't take everything. So we'll find out. So we'll see with Ramadan is. Anywho. Yeah, what I wanted to mention is the interim submission. About the interim submission, if you, on the grading part, if you guys have a problem or if you guys feel like your interim submissions needs to be reviewed, it would be really better if you can just mention it on the comment section so that we can just see the comments and we then go through the interim your interim report. So every gradings, every works, they are verified, but if you give us a comment, we would be more intuitive while verifying your grade. So don't forget to write us on the comment section of your grading if you have any question or if you don't feel comfortable about the AI grading, about the AI grades that you have for your interim submission. And Shrita Shagar, I'm working on task 2, having to go back and pre-process the data after starting the analysis phase. Having to go back and pre-process the data after starting the analysis phase. Okay. So why don't you just start from, like, I kind of missed the point having to go back and pre-process the data after starting the analysis phase. Okay, since does it mean that you started working from task 2? Is that the case? Shagar? And meanwhile, I'm studying the concept. That is new for me. Oh, yeah, it is new for most of the people here, so don't stress out. And good, thank you for sharing. Abid dropping missing values, like 100% missing values for a column. Should this be on the ED? Drop 100% missing values. Like if there is 100% missing values, so what is the point of the data being there? It is okay. Abid has just I was trying to answer his question, and we will get back to the answer when he's back. But meanwhile, of course, you need to drop all the column if it is missing 100%. Because if you're going to use the imputation method, what are you going to impute it from? So it wouldn't make sense to just go through the data that is already there. So dropping that type of column is preferable, especially if that column is somehow not relevant. It's okay for the interim submission. The interim submission is will be on Sunday, and the final will be as usual Wednesday. Wednesday is that Wednesday? No, Tuesday. I think so. So that is the deadline of the submission. Is Abid back? He's not back, right? Yeah. Malik, yeah, thank you for adding on this. But yeah, I gave the question, so I was just looking for him if he is able to hear the answer. If there's 100% missing value, which is you're saying that maybe Malik there is a column which have no data, like literally no data, right? And maybe if you can also if you can just mention the column of the data, it would be easier for me to recheck. But yes, okay, the name of the column you can just mention it here, Malik. Yeah, in this case, so I can check the importance of that column for your analysis. But on this type of case, it is free to go by dropping of the column. Malik, just you might be working on it. Try to drop the column of the field, or maybe you can write me on Slack. Any other question? It's number of vehicles in fleet. Okay, thank you, Sumaya, for sharing. I will just look for this. And do you feel like it is important? Oh, number of vehicles in fleet. So now, maybe you can share us your opinion. Who's Sumaya in Mahalit? Also, Abel is back, I guess. Just to repeat, Shagar, I also recommend that what I am considering is, since we're directly trying to evaluate the risk of vehicles, like the risk of insuring vehicles, right? So wouldn't it be I mean, an important column? So do you have another column that will describe the major feature about a vehicle? In that case, like I can 100% say Tashagar's answer, like just to repeat that. What do you think about the importance? Mahalit and Sumaya, also Tashagar and Abil. Abil, we're talking about your question, so maybe I would also cheat. So if there is another feature or another column that is describing about the car, since it would be, if that is not the case, it is one of the major field columns. So maybe we will try to give you, or we will try to check the source of the data that we have brought the data from, and we will try to reach out the column that would be the solution. If not, if it is not like if it is not that important actually, then I can just go. Mahalit and Sumaya, maybe we can talk on Slack. Me too, I don't get a way to find the data there, or columns with vehicle type and other vehicle data. So in this case, you can just put a column. So Abid, do you get your answer? Abid, are you there? Abid Zalaka? Okay, meanwhile, if there's another opinion, we can discuss about that. Sumaya, okay. Let me just go through. Is there any other person who would want to share their stand up? So, I'm not that interested to make you feel uncomfortable. So, if there's anyone, just mention it. I thought cleaning data on was on the modeling part. As for no need for dropping on the EDA part. Okay, but no, like EDA is like cleaning is part of EDA actually. While doing the EDA, you just see you are exploring through the data. So in that phase, you can just see if there is a missing value, or if there is some data that is not clean, or if there is a column that is not a column with no importance. So then you can take some measurement on that. So EDA, cleaning the data would be, of course, it would be useful for the modeling. We're preparing the data for the modeling part, but it would be part of the EDA. Do you get my point, Abby? Or do I get your point right? You're going to build the models on task 4, yeah? But for the EDA, it's probably required on task 1 or something. Or task 1, or on the, on the initial phase of the challenge. Yeah, since project planning, EDA and stats are on the initial part of the, on the task 1 actually. So like we see feature importance is when modeling. True, yeah, true. But basically, the concept is like feature. You are going to check the feature importance, the feature importance of the available features. So what I'm saying is like if there is the concept of cleaning will come just cleaning the missing values, cleaning the whole column, cleaning for outliers and things like that, right? So on this specific case, you are right. Since we're talking about removing the column or not, feature importance will be mine needs to come first. But like we have literally an empty column. If he was cleaning part, we just clean the data. We still have that column, so we can just see if that column is important on the modeling part, and the feature importance will help us to decide not whether to drop it or not to drop it. It will help us to whether to include that feature on the modeling part while training the model, whether to include that column while training the model or not. So the future important will not let us to decide whether to drop a column or not. So, okay. So in this case, even if we decided to go through this column, it is empty. So we need to fill it. So what can you fill this column is? We don't have any, in order to take some imputation with measurement, we literally have no data. So we can't impute, uh, we can't have an initial figure or an initial phase in order to impute from it. So we can't do that, okay? Taking them into no way, like there is no way that we can replace any value on this. If there is any, if it was, like a common column, so if those type of columns could have shared some similar value, we could have filled it with that, but not in this case. Since it's a vehicle related data, we can just use that type of method. So I would recommend dropping it from the in the EDA case. I mean, like, it doesn't make sense, or if you have any point of discussion, then you can go. She thank you, Abby. So I guess we can just, maybe if there's anyone who would like to go, and we can hear from you guys. Or if Kudai, if you have something, or if you have something, some comments or recommendations or issues with your non-technical submission, Kudai is here to answer your questions. So you can go on. If there is anyone, you can just start. You can
Hi everyone. Good morning. So yeah, let me just read one comment from Abel. I think this is a technical comment, but
yeah, yeah. If there, in that case, we can just away negative, yeah, 100 missing values, but for the other, like more than 40% missing values, imputing would be imputing would be at the modeling part, right? Again, imputing would be at the EDA part. So we have just uh, if we are not deciding to drop that column, since we have 40% of the data, especially only that we're going to take this type of EDAs for the modeling part only if we are deciding to remove that column. If not, you can just impute it so that it will help you for visualizing. EDA is also one like term of communicating insights. Even if, like, I know the future after filling or after imputing any other columns to uh, through after filling the column using imputation, you might not use it on the modeling part, but you're going to use it on the EDA part. So EDA is also one, form of communication. So like, don't do that. So the only thing that would cover the modeling part is if you want to decide whether to drop or to not drop that column, and if you're not sure. So if you are sure about that, like that column is not useful for this type of analysis, then you can just remove it without even checking the future importance or the future importance. But if you're not sure about the column and the importance of that feature, then you can just keep this state for the modeling part, okay? Because future importance are mostly then like on those features that you're not sure whether they're useful or not. Abel, am I clear? Thank you, Abel. So I guess we can end the session here. We can end the stand-up here. Thank you everyone for being here. Good luck with your work and with your submission.
Are we going to
one
have?
thing.
Are we going
Continue.
to have a technical meeting after this?
Technical meeting in a sense, like session?
Like the project session, yes.
After this, we will have a non-technical session with me and Emilian. In 30 minutes, we will have a session on curiosity and asking good questions, basically. And
All right.
that's
Yeah,
the
got
session
it.
that
Got
we-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, I was about to mention that I was muted. There's a session at 11 p.m. On introduction to model interpretability. That is a technical session. So you guys will have one technical session one more technical session today,
11 p.m. means local time.
local time.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you everyone for being here. So I guess you can end the session here.
Bye.